Talk about it, let them talk about it. Put it on the blog, let them talk about it. Talk about it, let them talk.
What's up, YouTube? And Dollar with the third installment of Real Rap. You know, the road to 1 million. So, of course, if you've been following along, if you're keeping up with the progress, make sure you hit that red button below, subscribe. You don't got to go to a different page, nothing like that. Let's get into it. So, day 3, you know, we're kind of moving along. We jumped up a few subscribers today, so that's cool. I actually wrote a lot of music today. I didn't go out in the field. There wasn't any open mics in the area or anything that, at least that I know about, you know, doing my research or whatever. So I was at the crib writing, you know, kind of just sharpening my sword, so to speak. And, you know, I got some good stuff. I'm actually pretty much set on tomorrow's video, so I might even do a couple more just to keep the trend going. And, you know, mentally it might sound like a broken record from yesterday, but it's just keep going, you know. It's all about consistency. It's all about, you know, how much can you do for how long, you know. It's all about effort. You gotta, no matter what it looks like, no matter if you can't see through those clouds, you know, at the other end of those clouds, the sun is coming at some point. Just like it's gonna set, it'll rise again. So you gotta keep that in mind and just keep going, YouTubers. I don't know if you guys that are watching are YouTubers. If you are, whatever you're doing, whatever you are passionate about, or, you know, school, whatever it may be, you know, keep going, stay with it. Don't ever give up on it just because it's a little bit hard. You know, 50 said God's favorites had the hardest time. So I agree with that. I think God wouldn't put no challenges before us if we couldn't conquer them. Sometimes it just requires you to do some real deep digging, and you really got to get up in there and just, you know, go after it, regardless, no matter what nobody say, no matter what anybody else is doing or how they did it. You know, do it your own way. Always do it your own way, because you do it your way, they can't ever take that away from you. I'm in a lie. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't know why. Anyways, mentally, I guess to kind of bring back in what I was saying, other than keeping going, of course, is, you know, you got to polish your craft. You got to go hard on what you're doing, but you also got to make time to learn and to improve on what you're doing. Because if you don't do that, you know, you start creating, or you start putting together things that kind of start mirroring. Because if you see one success from one of those things, you're like, okay, well, if I could do another one of those, then, you know, maybe I can kind of get some of the same reaction or the same outcome. And in my personal opinion, you know, I think that the goal should always be, in whatever field you're in, careers, sports, I mean, school, again, whatever you're doing, I think that you should always strive to be better than, or, I mean, not even better than anyone else, be better than the person you were prior to or the day before, whatever the case may be. I think that we get lost in trying to just pay the bills and trying to just scrape by, and then we end up working 40 years for somebody, you know, just to stay broke, you know, and hope that that pension comes through the right way, and hope that you get to retire, and hope that you can depend on, you know, the government or whatever to take care of you when you get to the age where you're going to retire. And, you know, as a child, I always thought retiring was kicking back, chilling, relaxing, coconut cups, maybe an umbrella if that's how you rock, if that's how you get down. But, you know, from what I've seen, it's not really like that. You know, not for everybody. You know, some people, that's how they doing it. But a lot of people, they don't have that luxury. So I think that where we're going as a society and as an overall consciousness is, you know, as they're making things more mechanical, they're using more machines for everything, I think it's going to be important for us to kind of plant our feet in different ways, especially if you're talking about finances and excelling in that realm. I think that we gotta, as a people, as a whole, we need to build something ourselves, like starting a YouTube channel, or maybe starting a popular blog, or, you know, some sort of cause, that emotionally compelling cause, for whatever that may be for you. I don't know what it is, but, you know, you figure that out and go for it. Like, I don't know how else to put it like that. That's as plain as I could put it for you. Like, I mean, there's no scripts, there's nothing like that. So I can't, you know, just refer to anything. I just want you guys to know that you know, it looks hard. Like I'm telling you, it's hard to pay these bills. Like I mean, shout out to T-Mobile, man. They gave me a look today. I'm not gonna go too far into it. I'll tell you later after I take care of the situation. But I'm just very appreciative for the little bit that I do have, and even being able to make these videos for you guys. I really appreciate that. And you know, that's why I make sure I get it done, even though it is kind of late. I know I said I was gonna do it a little bit earlier yesterday, but you know, things happen. And like I said, I was real in the zone today, so I didn't want to break that. I also want to say shout out to Mike P, man. You taking care of me, making sure everything good, man. Keeping me afloat. Appreciate that. I'm going to end it on that note. I'm getting a little bit long-winded. And again, like I said, I feel like my throat's kind of hurting, so I want to make sure I got the verses right for tomorrow. You know, we got to throw up 3 more at least. Like I said, might be more, could be less. But we increased 5 subscribers, I think, since I last talked to you guys. No, 4 subscribers, I'm sorry, because it was at 883 yesterday. And then we're at 887 currently today. So once again, if you enjoyed what you're hearing, if you made it through the end of the video, if you find value in what I'm saying, or if you just want to see if it's possible to go from 800 to 1 million, make sure you hit that red button below. It don't require you to go to no other pages, nothing like that. Although, check out the rest of those videos. Check out those verses if you haven't seen them. I'll put them down there so you guys can see them one more time. And yeah, we're going to keep this thing moving. I'll see you tomorrow, YouTube, mandala.com. Later, man.
Went from Pontiac to a new Ferrari. Both 2 doors, just a different glory. You a woulda, coulda nigga telling different stories. On social media, just looking salty. Talk about it, let them talk about it. Put it on the blog, let them talk about it.